Hello everyone, I am back and I actually have a bit of a pet peeve when it comes to weathering waves and the planners that a lot of people create. Now, I always will appreciate somebody coming up with a at least halfway decent to good or great planner in general because it would help out a lot of people in general playing the game. But I do have a bit of pet peeves because the thing is these planners and even interactive maps, I don't know if there's scrutiny to copywriting if you copy other sites, but why not just copy a lot of other sites that people talk about? Like, we're not talking about a patented app here or a game or even just like somebody's building plans. We're talking about, a website. So if there is some kind of like copywriting when it comes to websites like this, I don't know the qualifications of citing your sources or stuff like that, saying, hey, we copied this from them and just did it differently. I don't know. But I'll say at the end of the day, I would be copying everybody else and just kind of combining it into one, saying, hey, we are the best of everybody. You know what I mean? And I bet I didn't even know about the coding for it too. Websites are so easily done by AI at this point. I bet you coding one to your specific standards is a bit of a challenge. But let's actually just hop into this. Okay, so I have been using the Honkai Star Rail Station website or just Star Rail Station website for a long time because it is an amazing planner. It really is. Now, that was one gripe I did have because for Star Rail, switching from Star Rail to Wuwa, that was one gripe I have because there aren't any Wuwa planners that are as good as the Hoyoverse planners that a lot of people create. And by Hoyoverse, I mean both for Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. These planners are really good. And let me actually get into that in a minute. So, okay, so basically we have the usual tracker. The usual tracker, good. It's good. Gets what it needs done. I will say one thing, I'm surprised they just don't have like everything here. They can make these tiles a little bit smaller just to have everything on screen like this. Like they're able to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banners here in global stats. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They could barely put 5 here. I'm just like, make this a little bit smaller to fit everything on. That's one. Two, the featured resonator and the 5-star luck rating, that's fine. You don't have to copy this, but it is nice to then see a little bit more pizzazz, I would say. A little bit more, hey, here's a graph. Here's your 50-50 win chance, which they have here too. Thank God, I've been winning my 50-50s. I know that's not going to last very long. But yeah, no, they have, the basic stuff. Like I said before, I think they could definitely mainly just simplify the banners on the left side here, like the permanent weapon, novice convene, permanent resonator, stuff like that. They can definitely just make it a little bit smaller. Now, my main gripe, the Ascension Planner. Here's the big difference. Now, I already have some people here trying to get them up. This is from my previous account that I've basically just have on the back burner while I main Wuwa. And it's already a bit of a mess. And it's mainly because I have to click stuff just to be able to see everything I need. That's one. Right here, I can already see total materials required, and everybody has everything just listed out. Trailblazer, level 80, basic, skill, all that stuff, or even Ron May. Level, basic, skill, ultimate, talent, I want to go 7 to 8, listed right here. I love it. Now, here is one more thing I have a bit of a gripe with. And actually, it actually didn't save one thing I actually had on here. I had Shisa and her weapon on here, but it didn't save that, I don't think. Actually, I don't think it saved anything. Oh my god, wait. Yeah, I don't think it even saved the stuff I put on here. Okay, that's kind of weird. It's very weird, actually. So that's already a bit of a gripe. Like, it doesn't seem like it's actually tracking and updating when I actually do stuff. But here's the first one. Okay, so let's say I put in my show credits. Let's say I have 100K, or let's just say 1 million. Or let's add another 0 here. And boom. Okay. So I have 1 million credits. I'm missing basically 200,000. See, required, I own, I require 1.2 mil. They just round it to make it easier. Right here, I don't like how they detailed everything. It works on a priority system where the first character gets all the materials, the next character gets the rest of the materials, and so on and so forth, basically going down. I have 1,000,000 credits. Why am I good for every single upgrade? If I have 1,000,000, I'm still missing 200K. Why am I good now for this weapon? If it works on a priority system, that means this weapon still needs 200K credits, shell credits, to upgrade. But it says I'm good here though. So that's already a bit of a pet peeve because visually, if I basically go from events to my tools and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm good on shell credits. No, I'm not. I gotta click on material summary and see I'm not. This reminds me of Borderlands 4 when they have on your UI, when you go to your menu, they have a little cash icon, and I'm wondering where can I see my money, my iridium, my gold keys, and possibly future diamond keys. And I'm just wondering, like, where is it? But I have to click an icon to see all those details when literally, and I'm talking about Borderlands 4 here, click on an icon where you have more than enough space to literally have everything just on your screen immediately with no icon. You just have your cash, iridium, keys, and everything else right there. Why do I have to click on an icon to see all this stuff? And second thing, Augusta, I can see the materials she needs. But the thing is, what happens if I forget or I need to adjust the max level where I want things to go? Or not even that, I just I can't see where I put this. So unless I look at Augusta and I'm like, okay, I gotta get these materials. But how far are those materials actually getting me? I gotta click on view details to see, okay, all of this. And that's the point about this. It's another thing I have to do when previous, other games have these planners where I just see everything. I see the level, I'm seeing where I'm at, where I'm going. I see everything literally just here, detailed, and the materials required for that person. Or let's say I go to Star Rail Station here. Let's say, okay, I got 15, 121. Let's say I add 20 here. I add 20, which the good thing is it says 0. I just put 20 and it automatically gets rid of the 0 because it's a numerical number that's above 0. Here, I gotta actually write something, then delete the 0. So boom. Okay, so Ron May's good. And as you can see, I still need 47 for Bronya. It doesn't sit there and say, oh, you got cumulative, 47 for her. So that means both Ron May and Bronya is good. No, it's the priority system is working. Ron May's getting everything first, and then Bronya's getting the scraps. Or if I change the priority system, put her first, boom. Bronya still needs another 27. Ron May needs 37. Boom, priority system's still working because, Bronya doesn't have enough, and Ron May's getting nothing because Bronya doesn't have enough. Priority system. So those are just like the small pet peeves where, woo-wah trackers and essential planners, or not just the tracker, the essential planner, could definitely just do a lot better. Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact. It's been a while since I've been on the Genshin Impact planner, but I know they have a great one. I just know it, especially if Honkai Star Rail is good. I know they got better. So I mean, whatever website needs to do better, I say advertise it, see if you can get those resources. You know what I mean? But these WooWa planners can definitely do a lot better, and there are literally a lot better planners out there they could just copy from, literally. Now, if there's copyright infringement for doing that, hey, change it up a little bit and there you go. But having to click all of these things just to see everything is a nuisance. It is. And not only that, but the priority system, it seems like a fake priority system, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I move things up and down, which honestly, I don't mind this. I don't mind this too much because, just click this, move it up, move it down, whatever. But it's not changing priority system. It's still telling me, hey, I got 1,000,000 credits. Oh, I can get everything here. It's like, no, I can't. And, second thing, last pet peeve, if I do have like all these characters here that I'm getting and, I just forgot about, and I'm like, you know what, I want to build a team out of these people. Like, let's say there's a bunch of 4 stars. I'm like, you know what, I want to build a 4-star team for content. But these 4 stars are basically level 20 for the free wish, you know what I mean? In Honkai Star Rail, to level 20 and 50 and 70, you get a free wish. And let's say all my 4 stars level 20. I'm like, okay, let me add them here, bada bing, bada boom. Let me add the light cone. And then let's say they all appear down here. Actually, no, when you add one here, they all appear in the front. All I got to do is just adjust them, move them up, and then boom, I basically have my main team, which actually this is not a bad team. I would just switch out Trailblazer for a Hyacine. But all I gotta do is bada bing, bada boom, switch them out. Here, I add 4 different people. I gotta sit there and keep clicking this, move it up, click that, move it up, click that, move it down. I gotta keep clicking a whole bunch of stuff just to reorganize things, and it's very annoying to do. I don't want to need to click so many times just to adjust something once. There you go. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's definitely better than the other Essential planners I've seen for Wuwa. And if I'm missing any, I'll definitely explore again. But right now, this is it needs to be better. You got the bones here, but you're still missing a couple skeletal parts that needs to be fleshed out. Now, I will say an honorable mention with Wuwa resources that will help you in the game is the map tracker. Now, Wuwa.gg has an amazing map tracker. As you can see, I've gotten a decent amount, and it's only took me like maybe half a day. I was gonna say a day and a half or a day, but no, it was like half a day in total, maybe a little less, like in total. I've basically gotten a decent amount of stuff, and I've seen a lot of bad interactive maps, but my god, these have everything. The event overdash, forgeries, tacit fields, puzzles, treasures, and look at all these treasures, all of them here. And then you go to a different map, boom, it adjusts to what you're basically going to. This is something that's completely fleshed out, and I love. It has everything I need, and if it's missing like a couple things, I won't even mind. I won't even mind because it literally checks out all other, like, what, 8 to 9 boxes. It's just missing 1 or 2, and that's completely fine. But you know what? Let me actually see the builder. Okay, so see, here's a build plan. Unless I pick Zhuzh, this isn't really the build plan I'm looking for, because, you know, I'm trying to build a planner. It's not really a build planner. This is more just, hey, test out your echoes. So it's a type of build planner, just not the build planner you're really looking for. This is actually pretty cool. How she Cartethi is a sub DPS. Wow, you know what? I think that's it for today. I'm gonna go eat. But at the end of the day, that's what I was gonna say. These Wuwa planners really need to sit there and do better, because Honkai Star Rail easily has everything it needs. All it needs to do is just add the characters, the skills, the details, all that stuff. Basically just copy and paste what they did for the last character in the last banner onto the next character in this banner, you know what I mean? So yeah, I will say the event timeline, really good. But that's actually it. Thank you very much, and see y'all later. Peace.